Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm Ross Cunniff. I am a Fort Collins City Council member. I've been serving in this role for about 3 years. I also sit on the Fort Collins Housing Authority Board and have prior 8 years of experience with the Poudre School District Board of Education. I'll let Mr. Jones introduce himself as well.
I'm Jeremy Yance. I'm a lieutenant with the Fort Collins Police Department, and I oversee our community policing operations.
Thank you both for being here.
Basically, strike out the remainder of the bill. It would say, this homeless Bill of Rights would no longer apply. So I'm not asking you to comment on something that you haven't seen yet, just making you aware of it. If you'd like to comment on it, I'm more than happy to take your opinions on it. But the idea here being that if you figured out the adequate housing issue in Fort Collins, even if it's a hotel voucher in the short term, if it reaches that level, then basically what this amendment would do is nullify the remainder of the bill.
Yeah, thank you. I'll respond a little bit. Of course, I cannot speak on behalf of the council on the question that hasn't been before them, but this actually, in my opinion, is similar to our current practice, where we're not issuing tickets if there is no shelter available. I think that a program like this is something compatible with the direction we're going in Fort Collins, and we're also looking at redoing our ordinance to try to codify our current practice so that there is no question on behalf of anybody what the situation is. This helps some, and but again, I'd have to defer to the full council to say whether that's enough to bring us around from an opposed to a support position.
Representative Cunningham-Smith.
Thank you, Madam Chair. With regard to Amendment L006, and I don't know if you have a copy or if you have been able to review it, can you speculate, and I don't think any fiscal analyst has advised me about what the price tag might be on this, but how much would it cost for every municipality, or maybe just speak to your own municipality, to offer every homeless person a free hotel night for each night that they're not told to move along? Can you put a price tag on that? How much is this amendment going to cost?
To the bathroom.
Collectively, all of the municipalities, or yours?
Who would like to address that?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I can provide some guesses. It's really hard to get exact. For one thing, not all of the housing is going to be hotel vouchers. We do have various charitable and faith-based providers who are providing space for people to sleep overnight. We have some permanent supportive housing for individuals that we've spent millions of dollars on. But in the context of allowing a camping ban to stay in force, I think is the context of your question. My gut feeling, because it's not even an estimate, I haven't been able to work the numbers, but having just read this, is that this would probably cost Fort Collins probably an additional, it probably at least double our budget that we spend right now dealing with homelessness, to try to make it so that we could then continue to enforce camping bans. Now, of course, we could choose not to enforce the camping ban, and that as our current practice is, and I think that would probably not come with a fiscal note at all, if that makes sense.
Yes, I think I have an answer for your question, Representative Cunningham-Smith. And this came out as a result of a bill that we did a couple of years back, I think before you got here, which was the Fort Lyons Correctional Facility, and transitioning it to a place for persons who are homeless to go to. And at that time, it was estimated that taxpayers spent $43,240 per homeless individual in the state of Colorado each year. And if we were to actually provide them housing, it drops down to $16,813 per person. So significant drop. It doesn't increase it. It decreases it by more than half if we provided housing. There's no jail costs that are associated with it, which are pretty costly per night, as we know. We talk about that here all the time. It decreases so many other things, and that's why Utah is a model which talks about chronic homelessness. And when they drop 73% or 76%, whatever the number is, it's because those models work. Criminalizing persons who are homeless doesn't, and it's very costly.
Further questions? Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you very much.